What's poppin'? It's Rico Tesla. I just jumped off the porch for Dirty Glove Bastard. That's my babe, she ain't my wifey. Take her out to go and sightsee. She said, babe, talk to me nicely.
All right, today we got Rico Tesla jumping off the porch with us today.
What's poppin', bro?
How you feeling, gang?
I'm chillin', man. How about you?
Chilling, man. It's a pleasure to have you here with us for sure.
Appreciate it.
So what you out here working on in Atlanta?
Shit, just coolin'. Came to holler at some of my peoples. Came to do this interview. You know what I'm saying?
Real spill.
That's about it.
How does Atlanta compare to back home in Mount Vernon?
It's a lot different, you know what I'm saying? It's a big city, you know what I'm saying? Mount Vernon, it's a small place. Everybody know everybody, you know what I'm saying? So if you do something, shit gonna spread around the town real quick, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know who I am, you know what I'm saying? I don't know too much about Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? I heard shit about it, but where I'm from, I know that shit, like, it gets pretty serious, you know what I'm saying? That shit get gutter out there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shootings, fightings, all that shit, killings, whatever.
So for those who wouldn't know, how would you describe life in Mount Vernon?
That shit suck, bro. That shit's horrible. Like, it's like some drama every day, some bullshit. So when you think about Mount Vernon, you gotta think about where it's at. Mount Vernon is like, it's basically East St. Louis. So it's in the same area code as 618, which is East St. Louis, you feel me? Which is like on the other side of St. Louis, which is right across the river. And they be beefing and feuding a lot, but you know what I'm saying? We don't too much associate ourselves with East St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? We rep our shit Mount Vernon or whatever. We just call it Southern Illinois. And then we a couple hours from Chicago, and we got a lot of family there, Humble Park, all of that. So, I mean, it's in between two areas that's really fucked up, so it's fucked up too, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. So how would you describe your childhood coming up?
My childhood was not bad. It was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? My dad really wasn't there too much. He was always locked up in prison and shit. He just got out like 2 years ago. My OG, she took good care of us. She was a single mom, you know what I'm saying? She had me at 16, so it's been a struggle. It wasn't easy, but it was decent. We moved around a lot. We lived in Texas. We lived in Dallas for like 10 years. When we was like 7, 8, we moved to Dallas for a little bit, for like 10, 11 years. We stayed there. That's how I know Bubba and them, you know what I'm saying? Uno, shouts out to them.
Shout out, Bubba.
Hell yeah. And from there, we moved to Florida for like 2 years. That's how I met my boy right here. That was like freshman year, you know what I'm saying? And in between all that, I was moving back and forth to Illinois. So like after freshman year, when I moved to Florida, I stayed there for like a year. And then I moved back to Illinois, and I've been there ever since.
For sure. So when would you say you jumped off the porch?
I would say I jumped off the porch, like really jumped off the porch, like got into the streets, like 15, 16. That's when I started, you know, selling a little weed and shit, you know what I'm saying? Just all type of shit.
That's real.
Hell yeah.
So what would you say is the biggest life lesson you learned growing up?
Biggest life lesson I learned is, just that's a hard one because I learned a lot of lessons. One lesson I learned is when somebody telling you, I think this is an important lesson, like when somebody telling you something you really need to hear, like a lot of people want to argue because they, you know what I'm saying, when you need to hear something, you really don't want to hear it. But when it's coming from somebody that just mean well for you, you need to shut your mouth and just listen and take that knowledge in. That's one thing. And for two, don't trust nobody, really, because you trust motherfuckers is gone. Don't fuck with too many people, because if you know what I'm saying, fuck with the wrong people, they gonna end up getting you in a situation you don't want to be in.
For sure. So what would you say is the biggest obstacle you overcame so far in life?
I would say my wreck. I got in a wreck in like 2016, and I flipped my truck in Nashville, Tennessee, and my arm got stuck in the sunroof, and the truck stayed on the top. I hit a guardrail, and it just slid across the road, and it scraped like most of my arm off. They wanted to cut my shit off, but I was like, nah, y'all can, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was probably the biggest obstacle I went through. That was like 5 years ago.
So how did you get your rap name?
Rico Tesla. So Rico Tesla, I was infatuated with this dude named Nikola Tesla. I found out about him in high school. Like, I just thought he was raw as hell. Like, when I learned about him, he had invented all type of stuff, UFOs, cell phones, like before it was ever thought about. So I was like, bro, that's raw. I gotta put that in my rap name somehow. And I was already calling myself Rico because I'm Puerto Rican. So I was like, Rico Tesla, that sound raw. And just ran with it ever since then.
That's hard. So when would you say you started making music?
I started making music when I was about 16, but not taking it serious. I was just, you know what I'm saying, just messing around. But yeah, since I was like 15, 16, I've been rapping. Fucking, I always wanted to be like, okay, one day I'm gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? And then just recently, I just started taking this shit serious, like 2 years ago.
For sure. What do you feel like brings the best out of you in your music?
What brings the best out of me is my emotions. When I tap into my emotions and go in the studio, I don't have nothing like written, I don't have nothing planned. I just go in there and just go off the top, like, you know what I'm saying, bar for bar, just speak what I'm saying, what I'm feeling.
That's hard. How would you describe your current thoughts on the rap game?
I think the rap game is fucked up, but it's cool, like, as long as you stay in your lane, you know what I'm saying, just get your money and don't involve yourself in too much drama, you'll be cool.
That's the real one. What would you say is the biggest risk you ever took that paid off?
The first time I went to Dallas and shot a music video with, I went to Dallas and shot a music video with Uno. I mean, it wasn't like a super big risk at the time, but like, cause I had a lot of bread, but it was like the first time I had ever traveled to another state to shoot a video with somebody else. And ever after I shot that first video with him, you know what I'm saying, my career started going up after that.
That's hard.
Yeah, me and Uno fuck around heavy.
For sure. Talk about your new video, Facts.
Facts. We shot that shit last year in Miami. It was that shit was fun as hell. I was with my brother, a couple of my homies, and we flew Uno out, had him slide the here, cut like this up. We flew Uno out to Miami. Shit, it was fun. It wasn't, I don't know. It just dropped, 3 months ago. It's doing some decent numbers right now. But we got some new projects in the works coming out.
For sure. Talk about your next single, Nike.
All right, so, let me see. Yeah, I got a new single coming out. It's probably gonna come out it's gonna come out sometime this month. It's gonna drop with a video. We shot a video in Tampa, Florida on some jet skis and shit, so that should be lit. It's gonna come out on all platforms.
Talk about your forthcoming project.
I got a mixtape called Monster Jr. It's supposed to release on October 30th or October 29th. Nike also gonna be on that mixtape, you know what I'm saying? But we got a visual coming out to it. So Yeah, we got like 4 visuals coming with that mixtape too. The reason I named it Monster Jr. is because I'm a big Future fan, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Scorpio, he a Scorpio. I ain't really know that till recently, but I always fucked with his music. So with that being said, that was the inspiration for me calling the mixtape Monster Jr. Because he got a album called Monster, you feel me? So.
That's real. Talk to us about the biggest challenge that comes along with being an independent artist.
The biggest challenge is funding your own career. Like, that shit hard as hell. Like, we don't got nobody helping you with bread. You gotta pay for interviews. You gotta pay for studio time. You gotta pay for blogs. You gotta pay for, I mean, not necessarily beats. I mean, when you first start, you gotta pay for beats, but yeah, you gotta pay for everything. Videos, trips, drip, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So that's the biggest struggle that I would say. And also, like, you gotta manage your own shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to monetize your videos, all this and this and that. So the biggest tip I can give somebody is to, you know what I'm saying? Not tip, but yeah, let me see. You gotta know somebody, you feel me? You gotta get close with people that's already got their foot in the industry, you know what I'm saying? So closer you get with them people, they gonna open doors for you and they gonna, you know, put you on game and give you free game about how this industry works. You gonna learn and learn and learn. So yeah, that would be my biggest tip to a motherfucker if they was an independent artist. Just get close to motherfuckers that's really got their foot in the industry already, and then they can teach you how to navigate through the industry.
For sure. What else are you working on right now?
Right now I'm finna go to the studio and start some new music. Start some more shit, you know what I'm saying? Right now I just been really working on getting this mixtape out, getting these videos out. I got a lot of content that hasn't came out yet. Got like 5 videos stacked up. I got a mixtape, you know what I'm saying? I got really a lot of songs, but I'm just gonna get back in the studio and just find some new inspiration and just go crazy.
Any last words and shout outs?
Shout out to DGB, you know what I'm saying? Dirty Glove, Bastard, Off the Porch. Shout out Uno. Shout out my family members and my brothers for being here with me. Shit. Shout out Bubba, you know what I'm saying, for linking me in with this interview. And just shout out to the family, period. That's it.
For sure. Rico Tesla, we appreciate having you today, gang.
Hell yeah, appreciate it, gang.
Vibes.
That's my babe, she ain't my wifey. Take her out to go and sightsee. She said, babe, talk to me nicely. Got a check just like I'm Nike. Mama